expecting it to stay at this level now and continue at 2% for the foreseeable.
Prosecutors are to decide whether to seek a retrial for a couple accused of the manslaughter of the newborn baby by gross negligence after a jury at the Old Bailey failed to agree on verdicts. Constance Martin and Mark Gordon denied a total of 5 charges. And Wiltshire police say 2 climate activists have been arrested on suspicion of damaging Stonehenge after orange paint was sprayed on the monument. Just Stop Oil say the paint was orange corn flour and will wash away in the rain.
You don't need us to tell you there's a general election coming. So what does it mean for you?
Every day on Newscast, we dissect the big talking points, the ones that you want to know more about.
With our book of contacts, we talk directly to the people you want to hear from. And with help from some of the best BBC journalists, we'll untangle the stories that matter to you.
Join me, Laura Kunzberg, Adam Fleming, Chris Mason and Paddy O'Connell for our daily podcast.
Newscast. Listen on BBC Sounds.
Euro 2024 Deutschland.
With Kelly Caves.
On 5 Live and BBC Sounds.
Welcome back to Cologne, where we're watching Scotland against Switzerland. 1-1 at half-time, second half coming up. Earlier today in Scotland and Switzerland's group, Jamal Musiala scored again as Germany continued their winning start to Euro 2024 with a win over Hungary. They are the first side through to the knockout stages. In Group B, it finished Croatia 2, Albania 2, and Albania's equaliser came in stoppage time. It means that Croatia, the World Cup semi-finalists, have just 1 point from 2 matches. We've got commentary of England's second Euro group match against Denmark from 5 o'clock tomorrow on 5 Live and BBC Sounds. England could qualify for the last 16 with a game to spare if they win in Frankfurt tomorrow. Correspondent John Murray has been speaking to England manager Gareth Southgate, and John's with us now. So, John, what does he say? Is he hinting at any changes from the side that won against Serbia on Sunday?
Yes, I've just got back from the stadium where we were able to talk to Gareth Southgate and Kyle Walker. Actually, have a listen out for that in the morning, because Conor Cody, who's just joined up with us today, so he's going to be with us out here with the BBC team for the next week or so. It was actually Conor who did the interview with Kyle Walker, so that'll be on the Football Daily in the morning, and I'm sure you'll hear bits of that, so that's quite good fun, I have to say. But first and foremost, who's going to be involved tomorrow? Well, we've got the news from Gareth Southgate that Luke Shaw will not be involved. So this recovery that he's been going through from a hamstring problem, he says now, Gareth Southgate, that Luke Shaw is on track for where we thought originally, to quote him directly. So Luke Shaw has gone from being a long shot to maybe able to play in the second group match, this one against Denmark, to the other day possibly being able to play some part in the first match against Serbia, but now there's clearly been a setback and he will not be involved tomorrow, and the indications are that it would be the knockout stages at the earliest. Just to make it clear what the permutations are for England here, if they're able to win against Denmark, then they would secure qualification to the round of 16, and it is possible that if things were to go their way tomorrow, England could actually seal the top spot in the group if Slovenia were unable earlier match and England won against Denmark. That would be the case. But more generally, going on from the performance against Serbia the other night, I was interested to know from Gareth Southgate, what work has been done about how they play out of possession of the ball, because that's been an issue for England, and that's from Gareth Southgate himself, and this was his response to that.
Well, I think there are some things we have definitely highlighted and can highlight that can help us structurally, but then there are decisions made on the pitch and passes that are given away that are maybe the occasion, maybe the intensity of it all, the emotion. So I think everybody will be better for having had a game, having got that first game, which is such enormous pressure. I don't think people really realise what that is like for the players. So to come through it with a win, a performance that at the start was excellent, really, really good, definitely faded, but they had the spirit and the defensive nous to get through the game. We can build from that now.
As a result, off the back of that, are you minded to make changes?
Well, that's what we've got to decide, whether we gives confidence to the group and stick with the route we've been going, or whether we would benefit from some freshness and a couple of others, because there are players that are training very well. So I've got to be mindful of not only the team that's starting, but the group that are pushing for places and showing themselves well in training.
And it can happen quite quickly now, can't it, against Denmark? You know very well that if you win, you'll be qualified, quite possibly as group winners.
Yeah, well, that's the objective. First objective is always to qualify from the group. The win in the first game puts you in a strong position, but there's still a lot to do. And, we play a team tomorrow that have a good pedigree, well organised, have some good players that, a lot of whom play in the Premier League. So we know how tough that's going to be.
That was Gareth Southgate talking to John Murray. John, obviously we're in Cologne at the moment watching Scotland against Switzerland, while Scotland are trying to recover from that opening day 5-1 defeat by Germany. For England, they've got that pressure off them after that. It wasn't a spectacular win, but it was a solid win against Serbia.
Yeah, I think he's kept us guessing there, Gareth Southgate, in terms of whether he's going to make changes or not. The message there was very much that there are decisions to be made. So he's keeping us guessing, he's keeping Denmark guessing, and the fact is that, they are well aware of what's been said about Phil Foden's position and how he contributes to the team, and whether they're able to get the best out of him. And he's going to keep us waiting until tomorrow to find out if he's going to get another opportunity, Phil Foden.
John, for now, thank you very much. John Murray bringing us the very latest from the England camp there, and we'll get the latest now from the T20 World Cup. We've got ball-by-ball commentary of England's opening Super 8s match against the West Indies. That's 1:30 a.m. on 5 Sports Extra and BBC Sounds. Test match specials, Henry Moran is in St Lucia for us because somebody has to be. But Henry, it looks like a fascinating matchup. Look, it's going to be great though, isn't it? It's the reigning champions against the co-hosts.
It's going to be wonderful, yeah, and just to make you even more jealous, the sun is shining. It's been a glorious day, around about 30 degrees.